What's happening, guys? Well, what are we doing today? We're going to learn how to do this. So as you can see, what we're going to do is we're going to use easy masking techniques to apply to a transition, allowing you to get your viewer to go from one scene to the next in a seamless manner and just add that little bit more polish to your final video. So without further ado, let's get into Premiere Pro and let's see how that's done. Okay, so we've got our clips into Premiere Pro and we've got 3 clips here, and we're going to do a transition between 2 of those clips and then a straight cut into the 3rd. So our transition is what we're trying to learn to do. So we can see that I've placed the clip. The first clip, which is this one that's selected, is basically the clip that we're going to transition across from. So I've got a piece of furniture, or a vase in this case. I've got this passing the entire screen. So the entire frame is filled by that, top to bottom. So vertically there's no gap. So basically what we can do is we can mask along this edge and then reveal this scene, which is me working on this particular video, and then cut to a wider screen of me showing something else. So let's get on with doing that, and let's show you how we get about doing it. So we need this video, which is the video we're going to be using to move to. That's the transition to 2 video. So this video, we need this to start on or before this first vase starts to leave this screen, because obviously this is going to be where we need to mask to. So we're going to just get it to a point where we have it so it's just coming onto screen. So let's just move back a little bit. There we are, we've got that there. We're going to select it, go up to effects control, and then we're going to go to the opacity. I'm going to select the freeform Bezier tool, and what we're going to do is we're going to draw a square, but an odd looking square. So we're going to make sure we bring it down along that line, and then we're going to bring it back up, and then we're going to join it together. Now we can see the next clip on has come through, and we don't want to see that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to select on our mask. We're going to check the stopwatch for mask path, mask feather, mask opacity, and mask expansion, but we're also going to invert it. So what we can now see is the original clip, the clip that we actually wanted to move from, and the clip that we want to move to is now invisible. But we can actually still see a little bit of it there. So what we can do now is we can go up here and to where our mask is, and we can go to this button here, which is track selected mask forward by 1 frame. Now the reason we do that is we select it and we click OK, and it moves that forward by 1 frame. At that point we can select on the mask and we can see that it definitely needs altering slightly. So we'll just move that ever so slightly. We'll just check it to make sure where it is. It's there, so we'll just make that like so. And we make sure that everything that we've got is in place. Now these little handles, these allow you to change the shape of it and what have you, so that you can basically make it, if you've not got a straight shape, you can effectively make it any shape you want it to be. Now we just need ours to be square. So let's get these masks, let's get these out of the way. Move our shape in, like so. Let's get that to being square. And we just check it, see where it's coming in, and it's still where it is. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we go back here and we select frame forward 1 frame, and we can then check to see where we're at. So we go back down here again. You can see we definitely need to move it forward slightly. And what we'll do is we'll just increase the feather a little bit here. So we'll say we'll make it 15 instead of 10. We'll shift forward ever so slightly. Move forward again, and we'll just check to make sure that what we can see that we can see. So we'll select off it, we can see a little bit of that there, so we still need to move it a little bit. So we go on here and we move it through. To make it easy for ourselves, we're going to select our zoom level to be about 75. 50 is a little bit too far away, and 100% obviously you can't see the whole screen, so you need to be able to see everything that's going on. So what we're going to do again is we're going to select again. We're going to see where we are again. You can see we just still need to move it forward a little bit, so we just pull it back a bit. like so, just to make sure that we're getting everything in there. Move it forward again, and we can see we're on that line now. We're just starting to move forward a little bit. I'm going to stay with that black line there. I want to make sure that if it moves any or does anything that's untoward, we adjust our mask as accordingly to make sure that we keep everything we've got in place. Okay, forward one more again. You can see it's added in another keyframe there, and we just continually do this all the way down until our entire vase, or whatever it is that is passing through your screen, has moved all the way across. Masking techniques have an unbelievable amount, an array of uses within video. They are so good, so easy to use. You can do so many different effects with them. I've used them to mask out lights behind me. I've used them to mask out things that I don't want in shot. I've used them to do all sorts of things, masking new skies, etc, etc. There is so much you can do with it. Put this tutorial to use. I hope you did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!